All right, guys. So prior to putting our brisket into the smoker, so we need to monitor our temperatures. And for this cook, and I think for any cook to be successful, we have to monitor temperatures and time. So right here, what I have is the meter probe thermometer, which is a wireless Bluetooth thermometer that essentially is this guy right here, and it's again, like I said last time on my last video, it's really easy to set it up. It sends all the information via Bluetooth over to your phone, and download the app. This thing's about 90, $100 at Amazon. Gets to your house like this in a little package like this. Download the app. You'll get this. This app looks right here. You got to give it a minute to connect. Once it connects, you'll be brought down to the home screen right here. And essentially right here, you can monitor about three things. So you can see here, you have to set up your cook first. And here, we'll go through the steps right now. We'll go set up cook. And it'll tell you what do you want to cook. And here we got beef, pork, poultry, lamb, fish, and other. So obviously today we got this beautiful Texas style brisket here. Obviously that is beef. We'll go ahead and select that beef right there, and then it'll ask you to select if it's a steak, a roast, or other. I think the closest thing that comes to this is roast. Then it'll bring you to this drop down menu here: roasting joint, tenderloin, brisket, and guess what? That's our guy right there. Select brisket. Then it'll tell you cooking appliance. What are we cooking this thing on? And of course, guys, we're gonna throw this on our smoker right here. Here we go, right here. And that's what the recommended temperature for doneness is right here. That's what the FDA has determined to be that's what your brisket needs to be at in order for it to be done. But we've got one more step before we get into that, guys, and that's I like to wrap this guy before it gets to that, just like I did my ribs. And the temperature that I like to get this guy to is around 160, 165. So before we get to that, I want this thermometer to tell me when it gets to 165. We'll go ahead and do it at 160. Once it gets to 160, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this bad boy in aluminum foil, and throw it back either on the smoker or guess what? Once it reaches this, it's practically done. That's it. The brisket has absorbed all the smoke that I wanted to absorb. My smoker has done its job basically. We're gonna pop them right into this oven right here. Set it to 275, 300 maybe, and let it get up to 200, 202 degrees. That's how we're gonna do that. That it's going to allow me to do a couple of things. It's going to allow me to save wood, number one, and number two, I don't no longer have to stay by the smoker and have to baby it. I can go and run some errands or something while it's being in here. The Bluetooth thermometer, it's going to still keep sending my information that I need, my ambient temperature, what's inside the oven, the internal temperature of the meat, and my target temperature. That's sort of the three things that it's going to be sending. So we'll go ahead and start this cook right now. Push start, and there's our three pieces of information that we need, and it's also going to give us an estimation of the time that we need to reach these temperatures. And there it is right there, beef brisket. Sorry guys, it's early in the morning. Anyways, yeah, let's see. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. This thermometer here, when it gets inserted, there's a little line right here. We need to insert it into the thickest part of the meat up to that line. And let's go ahead and do that right now. And it needs to go all the way into there, right there. This is the actual part that receives all the information. Right there, that needs to be exposed right there. And yeah, guys, so there it is right there. Everything, as you can see, it's already starting to send us information. That's what the temperature is right in this kitchen right now. The temperature inside the brisket, in our target temperature right there at 160. That's what we need, guys. And this is going to be the receipt, the little transmitter or whatever helps it. This needs to be close to this at all times, and the phone can stay with me. But yeah, guys, this is it right here. Again, this is Texas style brisket, salt, pepper, a little bit of habanero pepper, garlic powder. That's it, man. That's it. We're gonna be in and good this time. All right, guys, I'll bring you back in a bit. I'm gonna take this out to the pit and get this going. All right, bye. All right, guys, here we are again at the pit, right there. Preheating it. Gotta get that pit up to temperature. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning today. Sunday morning. What is this? 20th of December, right before Christmas. There's our fire right down there. There's a bad boy right there. Brisket. So once this guy gets to our designated temperature, we want to start this cook at 275. Keep the cook at around 275. And once we pop this guy in there for the first time, what we wanted to do is we wanted to absorb as much smoke as we can. What I'm using today is not maple, pecan wood today. I found a guy on OfferUp, had a half a cord for $200. I gave him an extra $50 and he brought it over to the house. I think that's a pretty good deal. It's a real half a cord. And because I neatly stacked it. He said he just delivers it and he doesn't neatly stack it. But I told him, hey, I know how much a cord and a half a cord measures. And if you guys know what a cord of wood is, I think that a full cord of wood has to measure out 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall by 4 feet long, neatly stacked You can't just throw that anywhere. And the guy said, well, I don't neatly stack stuff. I just go over there and I throw the wood anywhere you tell me to. That's my delivery method. I said, that's fine. You can do that, but I still want my half cord of wood. Which what is a half cord of wood? Essentially is half of what we just talked about. So it's 4 feet wide, 4 feet tall, by 4 feet long. That's a half a cord. And I told him, I said, listen, I'll take the thrown wood, but I'm still gonna neatly stack it and I'm gonna measure it. And if it measures out, we're gonna probably, continue our business relationship. And if not, I told him, hey, I'm probably gonna, I'm definitely not going to continue business with him, but I might even, put him out there on blast on the internet, give him a little review and, put him out there for everybody else to see, hey, this guy is selling, short changing people in wood. He doesn't give you what you pay for. And he said, hey, I'll give you an extra wheelbarrow, because that's what he sells them by. He sells them by wheelbarrows. And a wheelbarrow is a small little amount, it's probably something like this. That's what, and I'm being generous for what they consider a wheelbarrow. This might be a little bit much. So he said he was going to give me 10 of these, something like this. 10 wheelbarrows, it should equal a half a cord of wood. And I told him, well, listen, I'm going to measure it. I'm going to neatly stack it, and I'm going to measure it. And he said, oh, okay, well, I'll give you an extra wheelbarrow just to make sure. I said, okay, whatever. And he did. And once it was all said and done, I neatly stacked it. And yeah, it measured out to 4 by 4 by 4. So we're going to go ahead and keep him. And you guys want to know his information, if you guys are in the LA area, I don't know it off the top of my head right now, but I'll be sure to post it and let everybody know that, hey, this guy is, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. You throw him an extra $50. I think he's over by La Puente or something, and I'm in Paramount, so yeah, an extra $50. You don't have to deal with traffic and getting a truck if you don't have one. I think that's a hell of a deal, So yeah, we're gonna be trying out pecan wood today, and it's a good wood for smoking. It should be a good cook. But yeah, let's see how this cook turns out. It should be a good day. Let me get my pit here up the temperature, and throw this guy in here. I want to leave it in there for the first 4 hours. I want to leave him in there and not even touch him, do anything. No peeking. If you're looking, you ain't cooking. Should stay in there for at least 4 hours, and then we'll see how he's doing. All right, guys. So I'll bring you back in here for the probably for the first hour or first 2 hours, and we'll check back and see how we're doing. All right. See you in a bit.